We got everybody going in here. Okay, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We're going to get started. I know people are slow this morning, but we're fire horses, right? We need to get out of that gate and get moving. We can't slow down. I just can't emphasize enough that you have to be consistent and this next 12 months are critical for making a huge shift in your business when you have the power of the fire horses on top of everything else and you have this amazing product. You don't want to miss this moment. I just can't. I just want to pound it. You're going to hear me every single morning. We saw some young lady come in yesterday, in the last 30 days, come in and rank right up to three-star pro. There were 3 stars sitting there, and she just came in new and went right up to three-star pro. You see, it's all attitude, it's consistency, it's the how many people are you reaching out to every single day. I gave you a challenge yesterday about talking to 10 new people. Tell me about yourself. How many really did that? Raise your hand if you really reached out to 10 people. Okay, Antoinette did. Anyone else? All right, Craig did. Anyone else? Okay. Well, see, now what does that tell us? You're not
I
all in.
did.
Oh, I can't, well, I couldn't see. All right, sorry. All right. Kimberly did.
I
Michelle
did
did.
too. I
Lauren
did
did.
too.
All right. All right. All right. You see what I'm saying? We can't have the same behavior as we did a year ago if you want to make a lot of money. This is my message. You have to change. And if you don't change, you'll be exactly where you are a year from now and you miss the moment. It's like, don't do this. I mean, be inconvenienced and change your lifestyle for 12 months, and you will be so happy. So happy. So I'm going to make a couple announcements and then um, uh, Antoinette, you go over and start, but you can do the recognition and anything else. I know Lorna has her hand up for either saying she did talk to 10 people or she has something to say. But I do want to say that tonight, of course, I have my opportunity always at 4 Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. After that, the hour after, it's 6 Mountain is the empowerment, which is very, very good. So you want to get people on there. And then tomorrow, of course, I do again. I will be doing my opportunity at the same time at the 5 Mountain, so 4, 5, 6, 7. But tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Mountain is when Dr. Dan is on, and that's when you want to invite a lot of guests. It'll be about 15 minutes. This is your chance to this is for prospects. It's for showing you more about this product because I think we really have to understand this is not just people buying one little bottle and say, oh, I tried it for a week and I didn't see the results. It takes years to put all the weight on, and yet somebody wants instant results. And
Right.
remember this when you're talking to people. People will think, I didn't see the results in 1 or 2 weeks. I didn't lose a pound. But you spent years putting all that weight on. And now you want to take it off right now. It's going to take for 3 months or months to get really, really great results. I'm getting great results. We hear people getting great results already, but everyone is different in your metabolism. So when we're going in and talking about this, it's really important just to talk about their expectations so
Mhm.
that they can get a pack of 6 bottles, 12 bottles, and understand instead of paying $1,000 for a synthetic uh, product that's going to bind to the GLP receptor and have side effects.
Mhm.
Here you can do a lot better. So, okay. Antoinette, you take it over. I'm
Yay, thank
excited. I
you.
know you have great things this morning. Let's
Yes,
go.
I got
Okay.
myself together this morning, y'all, with sharing my screen. But Christine, can you make me co-host? I
Oh, yes. So
think that
sorry.
we can keep Kimberly as co-host. Let's try it. So let's just make me co-host also. And I'm gonna share my screen in a minute. But the
Okay.
first thing I wanna oh wait, so do we first, do we have anyone that has anybody new? Do we have anyone that is anyone new or anything very exciting that happened yesterday? I do
Yes,
want to get started at 9:15. So I think I see Kimberly. Kimberly, yes.
yes. So, our challenge of 10 people, reaching out to 10 people, Mila, our new team member, had a new team member out of that. So talked to 10, signed up one. So we're really excited about her. And a lot of
Awesome.
other people did 10 and more than 10, but
Yes.
this is really exciting.
Yeah, that's what it's
Wow.
all about. That's right. Numbers.
We
Yeah.
love that. And it really, I finally have everything to kind of show you guys how this works because I'm going to take it one step further today, which is exciting. I'm excited to teach you something that Christine taught me that, it's a game changer. So step one is getting 10, but step two is when you duplicate, which I'm going to show you so that your numbers and your chances are better.
Yes.
We'll let Lorna go ahead and then we're gonna get started after her. Go and then at the end, if you guys have anybody you want to introduce or something else, we'll kind of circle back at the end. So Lorna, go ahead. You'll be our last one this morning before we get started.
Good morning, everyone. I want to introduce uh, Jolene Pereira. I enrolled her. She is a yoga instructor. She's
Wow.
also a marathon runner and
Whoa.
talking to a lot of people. And so, Jolene, go ahead.
Welcome, Jolene. You're on mute. You're on mute. Uh, you're on mute. We can't hear you.
App and mute.
Oh, there you go. Hi, good
Okay, awesome.
morning. Good
Thank
morning.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Lord. And thank you, everyone. Happy to be here and I'm excited to join the team.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like this is a perfect fit for you with yoga and
Yep.
runner and
Yep.
all into wellness. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. And now
One.
you have this amazing product that is not just for losing weight. It's
Yep.
about the whole metabolism, the sugar levels, the sleep. I mean, it's a perfect fit. You could really
Yes.
just get everybody on this. This is awesome. Welcome, welcome. Are
Thank you.
you are you up there in the Northwest with Lorna?
Uh-huh. Yep. In Washington State.
Good. Let's go, Washington. Welcome.
And she's also from Guam.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, good, 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 good. We got to
Yeah.
get that Guam going. Yeah. Yes, for sure.
Well, welcome. Well, we're excited to have you. And for you, you're brand new. So what I'm sharing may be a lot, but just get started with friends and family and writing your list and having fun. And, I wish I was brand new again because when you're brand new, oh my gosh, the skies are the limit
Yeah.
because you haven't talked to anyone yet. So just take a piece of paper. This is simple. You don't have to use all my papers I'm going to show. Just take a piece of paper and start writing down everybody you know, everybody that you want to be healthy, and everyone that you want to, be with a positive community like ours. So I think that's super duper excited. Okay, so the first thing I want everyone to do is, um, if you have an Android, now I need someone's help with an Apple because Androids are better. Ha ha ha. But if you are on your WhatsApp, so I know if you're brand new, you may not be a part of someone's WhatsApp yet. But if you are a part of a WhatsApp, or those of you that are 3 stars that are part of Christine's WhatsApp, I want you, if you have an Android, if you go into Christine's fire horses, there's 3 little dots. Oh, let me go back. Or wait, let me go. Fire horse. Oh, geez, Louisa. Oh, yeah. Okay, you got to go into the messages. So go into her messages. So fire horse, into her messages. Then there's 3 little dots at the top for an Android. Someone needs to help me with an Apple. But if you go down more, there's a place where it's going to show you all of like the media, all of the media. It says announcements media. I wanted to show you guys this because everything that Christine posts will be there. for you. So if you need the documents that I am going to give to her later on today, then it will be in her WhatsApp. Just like if you were on a website. If you need the photos, they're there. If you need a link that she sent, it's there. So everything is there. So you don't have to scroll for 100 times to find everything. And then there's also a search. So guys, just go on YouTube and ask YouTube on WhatsApp, where do I find announcements media? So write that down, announcements media. Go on YouTube, ask that. And then anything, any links, anything you need is going to be there. So this WhatsApp is amazing. And when you use WhatsApp, what happens is you can do larger documents. That's why we use WhatsApp instead of texting. I couldn't send you everything, or Christine can't send you everything because the documents are too big to go on text.
That's
So
right.
that's why WhatsApp is important. That's why all of our international friends use WhatsApp, not just because it's international and free, but also because you can put large documents there and videos there. And so I do want you guys to, check that out. If you're on an Apple, I'm not sure where it's at, but on an Android, it's the three dots on the right. Okay. All right. So now, question, Christine?
No, I was going to say, and that app is for 3 stars and above. I give information on that every day, and I know you and Kimberly and Irene and you contribute to that. But if you're not a 3 star yet, I always will be sending it out in group text or get on WhatsApp. Get on WhatsApp just as an individual, and I can send that over to you if it's too long of a document. So,
Yes.
okay.
Love
All
that.
right. All
So
right.
can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Yay! Oh gosh. So you guys, I just want you guys to know, like it stresses me out. Sometimes, like I know how some of you feel about meeting 10 people a day. That doesn't stress me out. This stresses me out, like having something to work on the computer. But what I want to do is a quick review of last week. And I think Michelle put it on Excel. So we'll try to get that out to all of you. If you're not I'm a paper person, but you can do this on Excel. But those of you, congratulations. I'm so excited. This is your first time and you talk to 5 new people, I am so proud of you. If you talk to, we want 10. I just want you guys to know the magic number is 10. Because with 10, probably at least one, as you heard Kimberly say, is going to book with you. And if they book with you as quickly as what happened, I guess, yesterday, they can book with you that night on Zoom and sign up that night. But typically, don't be disappointed if it's less than 10 that you talk to, that one will get on the Zoom or one will show up at an event or one will show up. And it was really cute because someone said to me, "Where did you get that number 10 from?" Besides Christine. It goes back to biblical days. 10 is a very special number. So I just want you guys to know. And, I want you to test it out. This is the other training is some of us it takes 10. Some of us it takes 20. Some of us it takes 5. But until you do it, we don't know. So I want you to try it. So again, here's a form that we can give you, or however you want to use it, you can use it. But here's the magic of this form. So yesterday, I want all of you, even if it's on a piece of paper, I don't care, you don't need this form. Write it down. The 10 that you met, right? Those 10, I want you to push it out, right? 4 or 5 days. Like you called them, but they all didn't jump on the Zoom. And remember, I said this last week. Let's just say because you did it last week. last Tuesday. So let's say that last Tuesday you started getting your 10 a day. Well, when you got your 10 yesterday, you should have been calling 20 people, because last week, if you really got new people last week, you kept pushing them out because everybody doesn't answer right away. But now, today, when you sit down and you block off your time and you're like, okay, and I believe this could take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I'm going to call my people. Now, instead of calling 10 and getting one, you're calling 20. So your chances are so much better to get people to get on the Zoom or to attend an event. But guess what happens? If you're consistent, next week you'll have 30. Bam! This is how you are making this a consistent thing, and you're making an unpredictable paycheck very predictable. It's you that has to be predictable, and then your money will come, your people will come. And now, again, you have to figure out your numbers. But it is that if you stop and start and stop and start, it doesn't work, because it's not what you do this week, is what you've done consistently for 4 weeks that will keep the ball rolling. The ball rolling. So the whole thing is, when the GLP came out, as some of you know, I was already in conversations with 120, 30 people. I didn't just start right then. It's that you're consistently adding new people, not the same people. A new piece of paper every day is what I recommend. A new piece of paper that, even if you use this notebook, you write it down, you rip it off, and you got a new set every day. So now you know how this works. You got to do a minimum of 5 times. Now, if I meet someone and they are super bad, I put a star next to them or 5 stars. They never go off my list until they say no. So it may be more than 5, but they go to the back of my list, but they never go off my list. So I want to show you guys where they go. So let's say I have a superstar and they're just busy. You've talked to them 5 times, and literally, if you're not in my phone, I'm not calling you back. You better text me. I just don't have time. It's not that I'm not being rude. I'm just busy. So now I have another sheet that I've texted them 5 times, but I know they were excited and I know they're amazing. So I'm like, I'm not giving up. So this is my future follow-up list. So you can put this in your notebook and you put, oh, I've texted them 5 times. Now they're my future follow-up list. My future follow-up list may be that I contact them once a month, twice a month, or I contact them when something new comes out, GLP. But they are after I do my new people. So after I call all my new people, right, and nobody booked, I'm like, I'm going to go to my future follow-up list, because, I'm working on this. Because here's the second step to what Christine gave you yesterday. Your goal is to book 2 appointments a day, 5 days a week. 2 appointments a day, 5 days a week, which means you want to have 10 appointments on your books at all time. That is your minimum thing that you want to do so that you don't get fired. I got to play games like that. Like, my boss is going to fire. You're not a boss. We have no bosses. But it's just the game that I play and it wasn't a game for me back in the day. Back in the day, it was that I couldn't pay my mortgage. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I knew that if I did not have 2 bookings a day, and that if I didn't have 10 things on my calendar, that I couldn't pay my mortgage and my husband would divorce me. I'm kidding. But I promised my husband, and some of you are promising people things and you're not fulfilling your promise because you're not doing the work. So I promised my husband, now we're in a different place where I'm an old woman now. We're in a different place in our lives because of this industry. My husband and I are very highly blessed, and I'm doing different things with my money, like paying off my home completely. But back then, I had to feed my kids. I remember not knowing if I didn't do this, how I was going to buy groceries. So I feel some of you. But what I'm telling you is that Christine taught me that by being consistent, I wouldn't have to worry because the only person that I had to worry about was myself. I didn't have anybody to lay me off. I didn't have anybody to say, oh, today I don't have work for you. The only person that prevented me from paying my mortgage was me, not doing the work. And I challenge you guys to do this, as Christine said, because after you actually write this down, then whoever is your mentor can help you with whatever skills that you're lacking, which I think tomorrow Ashley's going to talk about some other follow-ups and things. But for now, this is my future follow-up. But yay, yesterday we had success. We had someone who got a brand new brand ambassador. So, what happens when you get a brand new brand ambassador? Well, I want you guys to know this because now things are happening so fast. I don't even know when people are signing up and buying. There's a little bell in your back office. So, if
Mhm.
you go to your home page, there's a little bell, and that little bell will tell you if a new customer signs up, if you're L1 or you're L2, everything that happens is under that little bell. It's kind of fun. I think you should all wake up and just ring the bell. Yay! Success, something's happening. I think for some of you, if there's just one thing on that bell, you should do the happy dance. Woo! But for some of us, I want 25, 30 things on that bell every single day. I want to wake up. And as you grow this team, your bell gets, you can ring that bell. You can get a real bell. Oh, that kind of sounds fun, Christine. And you can ring that bell 25 times because 25 people did something fun in your company. But you're going to go to the bell. You're going to look. Now, there's other reports that say brand new brand ambassadors that you can go to. But you need to write down because you're busy and it's easy to get lost. So if you wrote down, oh, wow, like me, Maria, yay! Yesterday, Maria is a brand new brand ambassador. The date that she joined, the date that she had her first order. Then did you get her on onboarding? Oh my gosh. You can do your own onboarding. You can get her on our onboarding on Saturday. And guys, we're only doing Saturdays now, but Saturday morning at 9, we have Ashley 101, and then I'm 201 every Saturday morning, or you guys have a recording. You don't have to wait till Saturday. You go to the Black Crow YouTube channel and that is, you can get the link from Christine, but you go to the Black Crow YouTube channel, you grab what we finally have a good 101 and 201. You can pop them on Zoom with you, or you can do it yourself, whatever, but they need to get onboarding done. Then, did you go over the back office? Did they download their app? Um, what Zooms, like, where do they need to be? Did you tell them that we get on every morning at 9 o'clock and that Christine's available every single night? And then I just write comments, oh, this person works. So since this person works, I may have to, in the beginning, send them the video every day. Like in the beginning, guys, you have to work with these people. You have to pay. Like for me, someone did this to me when I worked a full-time job. So someone sent me tapes. It was cassette tapes back then, but you have to do it, guys. It's your responsibility to help them. They don't know how to help themselves. I heard someone say, well, I don't know that she's interested because she's not hopping on and she's not getting on at night. No, she or he has no idea what they're doing. You have to help them. and guide them. Now, they may show you that this isn't for them, but in the beginning, I meet everybody 50-50. I don't care where you are. So this helps you to be like, oh my gosh, okay, I've made all my calls, I've done my backup, I've gotten my 2 bookings. Now let me look at my brand ambassadors. Now let me double check with them. Who's working? Who's hot? What's happening? So I love that form. And by the way, guys, Erica made all these forms. Erica Kesmer, she typed all this up for us. It's great that I have such a blessed team. So now let's talk about your customers. And I know that Christine talked about this. A lot of you have customers and you're not doing anything with them. They bought that GLP. Several of you have 30, 40 people that have bought that GLP from you. You need to plug them in somewhere and you need to. Now, this may not be every day. What I used to do is pick a day that I took care of my customers. So it may be Friday. Friday's customer day. Every other day is business builder day. But maybe it's Friday, maybe it's Saturday morning, maybe it's Sunday after church, but be like, okay, one day is at least customer day. So on customer day that you choose, then you're going to plug them in and you plug them in. And then you're like, okay, what did they buy? Number one, they only bought GLP. I got to tell them about these other fabulous products. I got to send them other videos. Again, this is your responsibility to send them additional videos. Okay. Did I send them a thank you for trying my product? Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you guys the old-fashioned thank you card is good. You have their address, and maybe this is once every 2 weeks. Maybe it's once a month. But you take the time out and you maybe send the old-fashioned thank you. Thank you for being a customer for me. Now you need to be a brand ambassador. No. but anyway, but something cute and fun you can send. But Erica put this together. I thought it was amazing. The first week, maybe you introduce them to other products and videos. Maybe the second week, product usage. Maybe the third week, you send them information on the company and being a brand ambassador. And then maybe the fourth week, you're just checking in on them. And then you talk to them about reordering. So by the fourth week, but do you see how Erica put together that every week you're touching base with them? You're not just leaving them floating out there. You're not Costco. You are a networking company where you have to be personal and get to know them and get to see. You make sure that they're on Smart Ship. And again, there's notes for this person works, this person's a stay-at-home mom, this person's this person's that. So again, here's where it might be once a month, once every 2 weeks that you do that. Oh, this is another lead sheet that gives you like call them 4 days, 7th day, 11th day, 15th day. Some people that freaks them out. So that's why I added both sheets. When I worked a full-time job and had full-time kids, full-time husband, full-time church, it freaked me out if you told me what I had to do. So one of the things that my mentor, Mary Lou, which she's coming on here one day, she taught me was to say to people, if I don't get to you, I'll get to you Sunday evening. Guys, it relaxes you. It gets rid of your anxiety because I was so busy. And when I missed, then I would be like, oh, I missed them. So I'm not going to call them. I missed that 24, 48 hours. Like, you know, that voice that Christine talks about, that voice starts to talk to you and then you start to shut down. So how they taught me how to not shut down when I was going through like things in my life was, you know what? I knew that on Sunday, I always could call everybody. I knew that on Sunday at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, my kids were settled. My husband was watching football, whatever it was. I said, if I don't get to you, I'll get to you on Sunday, and then they appreciate it because they're like, oh my gosh, she's busy, but she figured out how to make this work. So I do want you guys to know that we're all different and that we all have different anxieties of this. And then here, finally, yay, yippee-yi-you, I'm going to send this to you. This is if you want to be a social media person. You know, it's great if you want to run this business, social media. Now, it's not 10 a day, guys. This I know for sure because I have challenged this. Social media, you got to touch, I would say, it's a little bit different with social media. Let's say you're sending messages out to more than 10 people, but I love this daily success formula. We got this a long time ago from one of our leaders, and it works. When I did this, it works. I will tell you, this stresses me out. I don't do it that much. I love people. I would rather go out and find people in person than do this. But for some of you, you'd rather do this. It doesn't matter. Or you do a combination. But if you're going to do social media, you must follow this if you want to have a guaranteed paycheck. This is the difference. If you don't want to have a guaranteed paycheck, this could be for fun. And a lot of you, this is just fun for you. But if it's not, if you're saying, Antoine, I got to pay the bills, this is how you pay the bills. So if you look at this, yes, you must add 5 new friends. You must. Yes, you must comment on 5 stories. You must comment on 5 posts. You have to ask 4 people to look at the information. You have to do birthdays. You have to add at least 4 stories, 4 to 7 reels, and meet 10 new people on social media. If you only want to do social media, to me, this is different, but for some of you, you may love it. Please, I know I think I'm frozen, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you. Yeah, you're not
Please
frozen.
feel my heart on this. You are not going to be successful if you post a couple pictures. You're not going to be successful if you do not do all of this. This is what people who actually make money on social media, this is what they do, or who they hire someone to do it. This is it. I don't want you to be disappointed because I just want to tell you that this is how it works. We've even given you the times to post. So there are special times, and this comes from a group that was highly successful in growing their business on social media. So this is not for me, y'all. But it is for some of you, but I still do some of this. I do a mixture of both. I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the bottom line is how you figure out what you're doing is working or not working is I want all of you to take out your calendar. And I want all of you to take your whatever calendar you have. If it's electronic calendar, if it's a paper calendar, and I want all of you to look at it right now. Right now, I want you to look at your calendar. Everybody look at their calendar. Do you have 10 people booked this week, right now, today? Do you? If you don't, you're behind the 8 ball. And you have to start if this is, you want to move up, you want to make money, you have to start treating this like a real business. If you didn't go to work, you get fired. If you didn't go to your boss's meetings or watch a recording of it, you get fired. So think to yourself, the beauty of this is I get to do this. I know that my goal is to have 10 appointments. Now, for some of you, you've never had 10 appointments. So be happy if you have 2 appointments. And, I'm going to be like, yay, you're halfway there. It takes time to get there. But I want you to be aware of what you need to do in order to move up in this company. I want you to be aware that when you stop and start and stop and start and stop and start, it's like starting all over again, all over again. But what happens is when you're consistent, you do go down a little bit, but it's easy to get back up. It's easy to pull yourself back up. Your numbers go up and down, but they don't go all the way down. They just go down a little bit, a little bit. So you will hear tonight from myself and Cindy. What happened to us is that because we were consistent, when the GLP came, I wasn't starting from the beginning. I was starting from conversations I had already had and pouring more on top of it. And I was already working with brand ambassadors that wanted to do this. I wasn't starting from the beginning on coaching them because I'd been coaching them already. Some of you, you just started then and you expect them to boop, know what to do. You got to be consistent in what you're doing. And when you do that, then it grows, and then the company throws you a bone. PowerPoints. The company throws you a bone, a new product, and then you're like, boom, I'm ready to go. And so I know that each and every one of you can do this. If you're not a person that loves structure, put it on a notebook, put it on a pad. But here are the things I want you to know. If you do not have 10 appointments on your book, I want you to write down, I'm not making money. I'm not making money. And if it's okay that you're not making money, then it's okay. But you say to yourself, I'm making half the money with 5. Or you go, holy moly, between me and my team, I have 20 appointments. Oh, I'm making big money. I'm hitting those 4,000 a month checks now because you have that. So it's the minimum of 10. 10 is the magic number. Meet 10 people. Out of 10 people, one will show up. Out of 10 people you have booked, now 10 people that you ask, one will show up on the Zoom. Some will show up before that. But if you want to guarantee 10 people, if you have an event, unless you have 10 people booked, don't cry if nobody shows up. It takes that 11th one to be like, yes, they're going to show up. And it was cute because Christine knows we had a mentor that if we were at an event and our guest didn't show up and we made a face like we were disappointed, oh, she would light into us because she would say, you didn't do the work. So we would smile. We would be like, go in the back room. Oh! But we knew that it was because we didn't have enough people invited, put it that way. But we made a game out of this. But 10 is the magic number. Christine says 10 board members will make you a millionaire. So maybe some of you need to stick 10s all over, and you need to put on your calendar every morning the number 10. And you need to know that it only takes 10 for you to have a magical life. It only takes 10 to have a magical life. So 25 years ago, Christine taught me this. And you guys know I've had a magical life. Hasn't been great all the time, but it's pretty much been great almost most of the time. So hopefully that helps someone. We're going to get into the nitty gritty of, but Antoinette, I need scripts, booking, coaching, da 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 da. That's the next step. Now you're done with what you need to do. The next step, we're going to give you the steps to do it.
Oh, that was great, 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 great. Perfect, perfect. And I want all of you to think, see, you're building a business from ground up. That's what you're doing. And you don't have to spend $100,000 or $1 million to buy a franchise and have rents and everything else. You are building, but let me tell you, numbers never let you down. But too few of you deal with so little numbers, you get disappointed. And it's not you, it's just numbers. And if you think about it, if you talk to 10 people a day for 5 days, that's 50 people you reach out to. That is 2,600 people. 50 times 52 is 2,600 people. And if you get 2 of those, that's 1,300 people that you have, new members that are personally yours for the end of the year. You can control your paycheck. But you see, you will get 10 board members out of that group who get it and duplicate. And one good board member, like 1 out of 10, will be that is a real go-getter, will bring in 1,000 people. So your numbers multiply and multiply and multiply and multiply. But in the beginning, you can't see it. You have to believe before the evidences appear, but it's a consistency. And Antoinette did an amazing job of laying this out. She'll send me those papers over again. I'll put them on the 3-star WhatsApp. But here, that's the secret. It's just stepping out of your comfort zone, not just one here, once a week, two a week. It's and I mean, isn't it nice to know that you can actually control your destiny? That you can actually control your destiny? It's just numbers. I mean, you think about the old days and the stockbrokers, what did they do? They had to call 100 people in a day at Merrill Lynch, Morgan Stanley. Those guys were dressed in their uh, ties and their coats. They came to work. They were put in a little booth, and they were dialing for dollars. And and people were going, no, 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 no. And then they got one that could bring $1 million in, or whatever, whatever. There's a movie on that. Will Smith, remember he did that? He was calling and calling and calling and calling, and he was a single dad, and he had that son he had to take care of. They were living out of a car, and but he just kept going. And one person says, "Hey, yeah, I might be interested. Tell me more about this." But he just dealt the numbers. But see, you can't get emotional. And that's just the biggest fear of what will people think of you? Who cares? They're not paying your bills. I don't care who says no, but I worry about who I miss. I'm only focused on people that help me. I want to help them become successful, and that's you. So we're telling you how to do it. We're giving you the keys to success. Anta did a perfect job, but you got to step it up. And there, if you want to be a millionaire, and you can be a millionaire, be real clear on this. This is not pie in the sky. Anyone can if you do the work. But if you just sit back and get in the videos every day and just look and then allow the world to have the distractions. Oh, I have personal problems. We all use that, don't we? That's the standard go-to. I don't have to be accountable. I have personal problems. You know what? We all do. We all do. We got sick people. We've got people that passed away. We have children. We have grandchildren. Everybody has a problem. We do. Your husband gets laid off. That's the reason you get up and do this. Then that way you have the control. When you have money in your checking account, you can do a lot more. So I just want you to think, money is power in a good way. It pays your bills. You're not stressed out and you can give back. But if you have no money, you can't help anyone. Maybe I don't need the money right now in my life, but I do need to help a lot of people make a lot of money so you can help all your families and other generations to come. That is my mission. Whatever it is important that you step up your game and don't fall back in the same comfortable, well, that's just the way I am. I've always been that way. I'm afraid. I've always been shy. We regressed, and somebody told you you couldn't do it. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people told me I couldn't do it either. They thought I should do other things. They thought I was crazy. And don't you think my neighbors think I'm crazy now at 83 years old, going, I'm building a business. I can't come to your little party for 2 hours to sit there around and drink and do all of this stuff. No, I have too much. I've got a bigger purpose in life to help people. And that's the attitude you have to get. It's what is your why? So you've got the tools. You know what to do. Now you got to step into your power. And you all have your power. No excuses. You got to shift as a fire horse this year. And you have the extra power behind you because of the force of the fire horse this year. Don't wait 12 months to finally think, oh, I finally got it. Get going. You're going to fall down. You're going to get disappointments. You don't care. You just get up. The only difference in the winners and the losers, the winners get up one more time. That's all they do. Maybe they didn't get anybody in the top, that 10. You reach out to 10 and you didn't get one that seemed interested, but the next day you have two or three or four out of that 10. It's the numbers. It's not, there just won't be maybe like two that day. There might be one. There might be three. The next day there might be none out of that group yet, but you're circling back around. But the numbers, and I built three cities doing that same thing. Moving to Houston, I didn't know one person, and I went out every day and said, I'm going to find 10 new people. That's all I did. I didn't have a perfect script. I just connected with people. And I came back and I made the calls. And then I went out the next day. And then the next day, I didn't have social media. And in 2 years, I became a national sales director. Why? I outworked everybody else. I did what others weren't willing to do. And when I got my city uh, structured and I built my leaders and they took over, they became executives they were duplicating the same system, duplicating the same system. They were out meeting people. Then I moved to Chicago and started doing the same thing. And that's where I met Kimberly. And she became a national warm chatteringer. And then I left there and went did it in Atlanta. I rode the wave, but I did the same thing, even as a national sales director. And a lot of you don't know what that means, but I was at the pinnacle. I was making like 600,000 at that point, moving to a new city. I could have sat back and said, well, I've arrived. No, you know what I did? I continued flying once a week to Chicago into Houston, and then I was building Atlanta, and I went out and found 10 new people every day. Not forever, but I went out, met new people because I needed new blood in a new city. I was looking for leaders. I wanted people to join forces with me. This is the magic. It's that you want to know the secret? That's what it is. You just talk to more people than other people. That's all. Go back and look at your books last week and the week before. How many people did you talk to? How many did you get on a Zoom? There's the evidence. No judgment, but we're just telling you, time to shift. Follow the system. It works. It works for Antoinette. She ranked up. Ashley ranked up. I did. And what Antoinette said, so true. You get this group going, and then the company throws a bone. And when I say PowerPoints, or we have a new product, then you have this big group and they're all purchasing, and all that volume goes up and it helps you rank up faster and quicker. But if you've not built your foundation, then when the promotion comes, you might have a 10, 20 team members, and that's great, but not many orders to help you rank up. Everybody get this? That's all it is. So it's time to get to work, and we want to show Daniel and Dr. Dan how great we love the product, and I want everybody ranking up. Everybody, okay? This is my tough love message on top of Antoinette's because she did an amazing job. Just follow the system, and I'll put them in there. I love all of you. We can do it, right? I want you all to become wealthy. That's what I want, that more than anything else. I get up every morning for you. Every morning I show up. I want you to show up too. Let's do it together as a group. Okay, we can do it. Okay, thank you, Antoinette. Great job. Everybody go talk to their 10 today. Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right,
Thank you, Anthony.
bye-bye.